Allow me to brief you in English. Dear members of the press, today I would like to brief you about some developments relating to the border situation within the framework of diplomatic and international measures being implemented during the ceasefire agreement achieved on 28 July 2025 between Cambodia and Thailand. First, I would like to inform you about the event organized by Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the briefing on the development of the situation along Cambodian border. I would like to inform that the briefing had yesterday at 3:30 p.m. was chaired by His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Sakal, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Cambodia. The event was attended by a total of 77 participants from 64 institutions. Among them were representatives of foreign diplomatic missions accredited to Cambodia, with resident in Phnom Penh and non-resident. 14 missions are the non-resident, out of them 10 from Bangkok, 3 from Hanoi and 1 from Beijing. In addition to that, 22 international organizations were also represented. So now come to the point that he had briefed to the event yesterday. His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Sakal has started by the briefing by expressing that Cambodia speaks today as a country that has endured the scares of conflict and who knows too well the devastating cost of war. It is precisely because of this experience that we always choose peace over confrontation. We believe firmly that disputes between nations must be settled through dialogue, international law, and cooperation, not through force. From the very beginning of the crisis, Cambodia has worked tirelessly to de-escalate tensions and to restore calm. So this is the beginning of the point he has made. Now come to the point on fragile of the ceasefire. He had pointed out that Cambodia continued to observe some violations, including encroachment through the laying of barbed wire and the destructions of civilian infrastructure in and outside the conflict zone. Continued military activities such as the construction of new roads, bunkers and trenches in disputed areas, as well as the continuing detentions of the 18 Cambodian soldiers. These actions undermine trust and make the ceasefire fragile. Therefore, establishment of the interim observer team led by Malaysia and the prompt establishment of the AOT is essential. Cambodia has abided by the agreed ceasefire and the spirit of the MOU 2000. Second point on normalization of bilateral relations. His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister underscored that Cambodia believes peace cannot be restored if border communities remain trapped in fear and displacement. That is why we have proposed practical steps to return relations to normalcy. This should start with the discussion on reopening border checkpoints and facilitating the free flow of people and goods, cross-border crimes and humanitarian demining. On transnational crimes, he underlined that cooperation against transnational crime is a priority for Cambodia. Cambodia and Thailand have had good cooperations in fighting and preventing transnational crimes, including illicit drug and arms smuggling, human trafficking, cross-border smuggling of cultural artifacts, and cyber crimes. Regarding online scam, in July 2022, the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications of Cambodia signed an MOU with Thai Ministry of Digital Economy and Society to strengthen cooperation to prevent and crack down on transnational technology crimes. Therefore, Cambodia reiterates its firm commitment to jointly address the cross-border crime, including the newly emerging issues online scam. About humanitarian mine action, His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Sakal also stated that Cambodia categorically rejects all accusations. Recall that minefields in Cambodia territory are remnants of past conflicts from the 1970s to the late 1990s that have not yet been cleared. Cambodia has transformed from a victim of landmines into a contributor to global mine actions. We also have deployed over 10,000 deminers, including peacekeepers, to UN peacekeeping missions in 9 countries too. In this regard, Cambodia remains strongly committed to working with partners toward achieving a mine-free Cambodia by 2030. In this respect, he proposed that, as step forward, Cambodia and Thailand explore priority border areas for humanitarian mine clearance, particularly areas where people are living and where clearance would directly serve socio-economic needs, protect civilian life on both sides. Cambodia and Thailand jointly identify priority border area for humanitarian demining, particularly those with resident populations and areas where clearance directly serve socio-economic needs. I don't want to go into detail because this is something concern technical issues. In conclusion of his briefing, His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister underlined that Cambodia's approach to resolving the border disputes is firmly based on international law and historical treaties and agreements long recognized by both Cambodia and Thailand. So those are the points that he had mentioned in the event of a diplomatic briefing yesterday. Now I come to briefly to the second point that I would like to make here. Separately, I would like to briefly inform that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Cambodia has organized a 2-day field visit on 22 and 23 August 2025 for the diplomatic corps, UN agencies accredited to Cambodia and other international organizations to directly inspect border area in Ador Mian Chay, Banti Mian Chay, and Siem Reap province. The delegation will be led by His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Sakal, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Cambodia. We are expecting that the delegation will inspect various locations, such as to see the newly installed barbed wire and so on. And this field trip visit is attended by 63 participants, including Ambassador, Chargé d'Affaires, representative of UN agency, international organization, international NGO, both resident and non-resident. More detailed information will be provided in the press release of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in due course. So I conclude my briefing at this point. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.